It's a system described as close to breaking point. The US has the world's highest incarceration rate.
So many young people end up in our criminal justice system. It's not normal.
No business would be allowed to run as poorly as our prison systems have run in this country, ever. The cost and the outcomes are abysmal.
But is punishment the only way to deal with criminals? Or is the rehabilitation approach seen in some European jails the answer? And how should governments around the world deal with society's offenders?
Assalamualaikum and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our forum today. First of all, I would like to thank to all our audience. Thank you very much for attending the forum today. Our issue today is criminal justice should focus more on rehabilitation. First of all, let me introduce to all of you about our panel for today, because most of them have a lot of knowledge and also experience about this issue. Right on my left is our specially invited Professor Emerita Imanina binti Zaidi, business psychology from University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Beside her, our second panel, Associate Professor Dr. Nur Ain Sofia binti Ani. She is currently Secretary at Faculty of Medicine, University of Malaya. Okay, next to her, the very experienced head correctional officer, Superintendent of Zamazura binti Mazin from Mara Prisons. Welcome to our forum today. Okay, with me, I'm Ashraf Ahmad Azri from University Malaysia Terengganu as your moderator today. Okay. George Washington Carver, who is American botanist and inventor, says 90% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. This is because there is no perfect human without fault in their life. No matter how big our mistakes is, the fact there is a second chance for us to change. For further details about this topic, I would like to seek information from the second panel, Professor Dr. Nur Ain Sofia. Okay, without wasting our time, my first question is, can you tell us the definition of rehabilitation from psychology aspect?
Okay. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I'm glad to be here for this forum, which issue criminal justice should focus more on rehabilitation. The first keyword is criminal justice system, which is the set of various actions such as arrest, sentencing, trial and prosecution that are undertaken in order to deliver justice to a plaintiff. The next keyword is rehabilitation, though most people confuse the same with easygoing counseling. I would like to apprise you all that it's actually not the same. The word has derived from two words, re and rehabilitation. While re means against, then the word rehabilitate means to make good or to make fit. Thus, the word rehabilitation actually means to make good again. In totality, it can be defined as the process of changing the outlook and even personality of a person in order to make him fit for the society.
Thank you to panel 2, Professor Dr. Nur Ain Sofia. Okay, from what Prof have said, now we know criminal justice system, which is the set of various actions. Okay, right. My next question is Superintendent Nur Zamazura. Is it rehabilitation better than punishment? So, what is your opinion about that issue?
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Thanks for the question. In my opinion, I think criminal justice should focus more on rehabilitation because it is the most stable treatment. for mental illness because most of prisoners are having this mental illness that we cannot see. So we cannot punish them easily. We need to console them heart to heart so that they will feel appreciated.
Thank you to Superintendent Noza Mazura for the explanations. As she said this now, we need to counsel them from heart to heart. Okay. Now, I'd like to pose next question to Professor Imanina. May you share with us how the specialty psychological treatment carry out the rehabilitation?
Thank you, our moderator. Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I am honored to be invited for this forum, which is criminal justice should focus more on rehabilitation. Before I explain further, let me explain the aim of specialty of rehabilitation. Actually, the aim of the specialty of rehabilitation psychology to address behavioral and mental health issues faced by the prisoners. So the psychological treatment involve various of programs, including emotional coping, mental and psychological states, and behavior that promotes positive adaptation to disability. So, for example, we held a creative workshop to see how they form their feeling expressions in the form of art. So besides, we have various of therapy, such as there is a cognitive behavioral therapy, which is to target the behavioral personal thought, values, and sentiments. So that's all.
Okay. Thanks to Professor Imanina. So, well, from Professor Imanina mentioned just now, the psychological treatments involve various of programs, including emotional coping, mental, and psychological. Okay. Now, we come to next questions. Superintendent Nozara. Okay. As you said just now about the punishment and the rehabilitation, so what is the differences between this punishment and rehabilitation?
Okay. Rehabilitation and punishment are two different things. Rehabilitation is the idea of prisoners so that they can reintegrate back into society before they are released. This process involves various programs including anger management and education program. One, punishment is the act of punishing someone for his crime, like hit someone or lock up them.
Okay, thanks to Superintendent Nozan Mazura for the information and knowledge just now. Okay, next, Professor Imanina. Okay, for a while, you have mentioned that psychological treatment involve various programs. So, why the program of rehabilitation are very essential?
The program of rehabilitation are essential. It is because the programs are very important to have the prisoner from reoffending by taking away the desire to offend. Besides, this program also to promote humanizing belief in them that they can be saved and not simply be punished, like penalty and penalty say about the punishment previously.
Okay. Thank to Prof Imanina. So, Prof has said that the program are very important to help the prisons from offending by taking away the desire to offend. So, Prof and Sophia, from the definitions that Doctor just tell us this now, can you explain further about the impact of rehabilitation on society?
Thank you, moderator, for asking that question. It will impact of rehabilitation on society. According to a psychological theory called the self-concept, when a prisoner is subjected to harsh treatment and pain in a prison, It increased their urge to inflict the same pain back on the members of the society as a form of vengeance. On the other hand, rehabilitation as a process is complete and ensures that the very desire of criminals to commit crimes is eliminated. At this point, most of the people may argue that the very logic attached to the concept of retribution or punishment is that the society wants to condemn a certain thing. For example, if a person commits a rape, they must be made to suffer in the prison for a certain amount of time because of his action. However, I would like to disagree to it by saying that even if such a perception is not barbaric, it certainly is primitive. With time, the society have realized that no person is a born criminal. Okay, thus the approach of rehabilitation recognizes that all people in the society are not equal, and that a person is committing crime not to satisfy their soul, but because of certain psychological disorders. Thank you.
Okay, thanks to Professor Dr. Noain Sophia for the information. Okay, after we all of you discuss about the topic very further, I think we need to sum up these issues. Okay, can each of panels give some conclusions? Let's start with Professor Imanina.
To sum up, I would like to conclude that criminal justice should focus more on rehabilitation, since prisoners should be treated with exactly the same degree of respect and kindness as we will hope they will show to others after their return to the community. That's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Professor Imanina. Next, Prof. Dr. Noain Sophia.
Okay. For me, I would like to conclude by saying that the society today is evolving, and the criminal justice system, being a part of the society, must evolve too. It should recognize that criminals too are humans, because if we start believing in the policy of an eye, we must be prepared to live in a blind world.
Thank you, Professor Dr. Noain Sophia. Next, Superintendent Nozaima.
For the conclusion, I also think that criminal justice should focus on rehabilitation. Why? Because for me, not all things can be punished. Sometimes it takes rehabilitation to overcome some problems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Superintendent. Okay, now we know that criminal justice should more focus on rehabilitation because it can bring a more positive effect than bad effects. Finally, we have to come to the end of our forums where we have shared a lot of knowledge which we don't even know before. For the last word from me, I would like to thank again to all ladies and gentlemen for this evening, and also to our panel. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.